Hi Zesties. Well, life is lifing and my neighbors are neighboring. Actually, they're making noise right now. Let me see. Can you hear them? They literally woke me up at 8 in the morning today screaming at the top of their lungs. Absolute top of their lungs. And they've been screaming all day. Yeah. It's just a shame, because, I'm just realizing that I really think I have to move. I don't think there's any other way, you know? Like, I've been dealing with this for a few months now, and it's ruined my quality of life completely. So, what am I to do? Oh, I'm eating my leftover church's chicken. I reheated it in the air fryer. And it worked really well. But you know what, Zesties? I feel good. I feel positive. I'm not gonna let anything get me down. No. Absolute worst case scenario, I moved to Mississippi. Maybe it was meant to be for some reason. Um, you know, I talk a lot about my sugar gliders and that I have not been able to spend time with them. Which has been upsetting me. If I move to Mississippi, I could become a sugar glider breeder if I wanted to. I don't know if I would. I've gone back and forth over the years on if I would ever want to be a sugar glider breeder. But, you know, it's always a thought. But, you know, if I went out there, I could kind of like chill, and it's if I'm to continue with the food channel or cooking channel, I think it would be better for me there, to be honest. But hey, I'm not worrying about it. If I have to move, I have to move. Whatever. To be honest, there are like similarly priced apartments in this area, or like even in my complex. But the one I was looking at was much closer to the street. And I don't know. I love Florida and I love Tampa, but I'm just over this feeling of stress, of money and house and whatever. You know, that's what gets to me though. Is the housing instability. I've always had that. I was born with housing instability, and I have never had a single day of my life where housing was not that it's an issue, but like, you know, when you're renting, anything could happen. The owners could sell it, or any little thing could happen that you have to leave. You can get priced out of your city or whatever. And I'm just tired of that feeling of housing instability. And you know, I I tried to buy my apartment in Fort Lauderdale in 2019, which this is so annoying. But I was not successful. Or they wouldn't approve me for a loan or whatever. And you know, I just think all the time back then, oh, if I would have been successful in that, how my life would be different. I wouldn't be like suffering right now with my loud neighbors. I don't know if you can hear them. But you know, I used to think about moving to Mexico. But due to like job or work things that I don't really want to get, well, basically, um, I don't think it would be a good idea with like job or work or whatever. But you know, Mississippi's cheap. I have such good friends here though, that would be sad. But it's almost like, well, what do I do? Because, okay, I'm using this spicy maple because I ran out of, what's it called? I ran out of, what's it called? Honey. I wish Churches would have given me more honey. They gave me way more hot sauce than honey. Why, Churches? But you know, Mississippi's cheap. And yeah, I'm just starting to think a lot about it because it's like, you know, I'm living in apartments unless it's like a townhouse. I have the concern of like, what if I move into another apartment and I move into an even worse situation? Or a similar situation or whatever, you know? And, I don't know. But you know, I have to do something because I'm very unhappy living where I live. Oh my gosh, and this morning when I woke up and they were like screaming like at the top of their lungs. And they yelled like all day. Well, the volume went down. Like they woke up, they started screaming top of their lungs. Then as time progressed, it got quieter and quieter, but they were still yelling. But you know, I heard the woman's voice. So yeah, it's like a, you know, angry couple or whatever. To be honest, this is really sad. But I've had a ton of crazy neighbors here. Like, all kinds of crazy neighbors. That's why, that's another thing. Where when people call my area hood or whatever, I'm like, oh, well, my neighbors fit the bill. But like, every neighbor I've had were all male, female couples. And they all seem to have serious, serious issues. Like, serious. And I heard all of them fight and yell and scream and everything, but I don't know, I guess like, I don't know if their voices just aren't as loud or they never, the noise level never, like irritated me. But these people, number one, and I hate to say this, I'm not trying to be like a fat shamer. But the woman is overweight, and I feel like she wears shoes. And so it's just like every step she takes is just boom, boom, boom. I hate to say that. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate or anything. I'm just keeping it real. Her steps are some powerful steps. Absolutely. And so that's one thing. The second thing is how loud they scream. Like, I guess the other people just like couldn't really scream that loud, but these ones, especially the man, I'm just like, dang, man. He needs to be in like a heavy metal band with all that screaming. Then the other issue is that they seem to have speakers. Like right now they're watching TV using speakers. None of the other people had speakers. To be honest, I think that's what bugs me the least. Because most of the time when they're home, they're not watching TV. Like they tend to watch TV at night or something, and it's like, you know, it's like the lesser of all the issues, but like the screaming and the stomping is just nuts. Oh, and occasionally they blast music, but you know, um, yeah, it just sucks, you know, because part of me feels I like miss my opportunity to own a home. I'm never gonna own a home, but then I'm like, wait, no, 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 no. I have to stay positive. I have to stay calm. This year will be my year. This year will absolutely be my year. I just have to be calm and do my thing. And just go with the flow, you know? That's all you can do. I'm trying to think of that thing I said before that, oh, what you can, worry about what you can and can't I forget the exact thing. I feel like you guys know what it is. Don't worry about worry about what you can change, not what you can't change or something. And I'm kind of feeling like, well, actually I could change my living situation, but it's like, um, I can't change the fact that now I have to deal with it. You know what I mean? I can't change the fact that Tampa has become incredibly expensive, and like, to be honest, I guess it's not, I could stay here, but it's like, do I want to? Or I could even move to like Pensacola or somewhere like that, you know? But I don't know. I feel like life is like pushing me or telling me what to do. Maybe this is a cope. Because to be honest, I've been traveling since I was 17 years old. And so maybe this is just like a cope of mine. Because typically when I move, it's for like survival purposes, you know, or other purposes as well. But, you know, typically I move to where it's like most financially convenient for me, or, you know, I leave a location when the location becomes financially inconvenient for me, which I feel that Tampa, Florida in general has. But, you know, maybe it's life telling me, hey, it's time to do something new. Right? And yeah, I have good friends in Tampa, and I'd be sad to leave. But hey, I have my zesties. Right, my wonderful zesties? But yeah, I refuse to get all upset and everything. I'm just gonna go with the flow and see where life takes me. Maybe I'll start getting more serious about these videos because maybe I'll make more Spanish language videos. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't down, because they woke me up 2 days in a row. The first day blasting music, like my apartment was a club. And then today screaming at the top of their lungs. But hey. Maybe it's life telling me I have something waiting for me elsewhere. Right? Well, bye, zesties.